Yeah, I'd say we're starting a new modded series, and I have never played a modded Kerbal Space Program, so it's going to be quite interesting. As y'all can see, we have a crap ton of stuff. Like whatever this is. Well, there's covert aeronautics, whatever that is. Okay, so this thing can use a black hole. Awesome. Now, in addition to a crap ton of parts, also added a whole lot of planet. Steel scroll. Holy crap, that thing's far out. Honestly, I want to go there now. Hold on. Then, we also have two entirely different star systems, too. If, this wasn't enough of a challenge. We are going to get there, no matter what. End goal. Why is this red? I want to see why this planet's red now. Okay, just black orb. That's disappointing. Well, yeah, I mean, let's get started. It's going to be a typical science mode save. Interesting. So yeah, I downloaded a whole lot of different mods, and like, I have no clue what the vast majority of them do, but like, I guess we get an R7 instantly? Interesting. Parachute on there. Don't get a heat shield, so that's gonna be fun. Let's get some science. Let's do a goo there. No, let's just do two Mr. Goos actually. Not even better. I'm gonna put them actually on the rocket itself once I decide what to make of that. Okay, so we just straight up get a whole ass R7 for free. Okay. This tank is rather clippy. Okay. That is off-centered, correct. Holy, that is one big fuel tank, okay. Let's just do this then. Oh, 1,000 meters second LP, okay. Some tiny fins on there, I guess. And what else do we even need? Okay, well, I mean, we don't have side-mounted couplers, so I can't really do anything with these. I mean, how much TW does that have? So what if I just go like that and just make comically electron? Okay, I mean, this thing can take off. This is the most stupid rocket I've ever made. No. Science on there. And a Kerbal. Okay, this thing wasn't stupid. Let's call this the Q-tip. And we have liftoff on the Q2. Alright, now, well, this thing is going to be quite fun to land, ain't it? So, I'm going to try to re-enter this thing and keep it alive somehow. I don't even know how we're going to achieve that. Just try to point a retrograde at least. I just hope, like, the fuel tank just tank for it, I guess. Like, let's hope this works. Actually, wait, what? Are we gonna bounce off? Yeah, I think we're gonna bounce off the atmosphere. Yep, of course we are. Yeah. I'll just go speed through that real quick. Yeah, it doesn't really matter that we're spinning, actually. Like, that's just gonna slow us down even more. Let's get this thing down. Actually, really hope we can survive re-entry. That'd be so nice. Oh, the fire effects look beautiful. I love them. Is that intentional? I have no idea, but it probably is. There we go. Can I hit my keybind? Let's get a crew report at least. This should get us a hefty amount of science. Did my game just crash? Okay, just a lag, alright. Sorry about that. Um, Alright, well, we just got some new parts, so let's see what we can do next. Let's get rid of this god-awful thing and never see it again. Yep. Let's get potions. I think we want size 1 decoupler. I think that's what we're looking for. That is definitely not size 1. 0.5? Yep, TD12 decoupler. Okay. Alright, yeah, looks like it's got a part that does that. It's nice. You know what? I actually think we could probably go to the moon with this. Hold up. Let's see, what can I call? I guess 2600 meters a second. Slap some science onto this thing. still think this is the best engine, actually. We do not have side covers yet, so... I'll stick a SRV on the bottom of this. Alright, that's gonna kick us up into the air, and then rest of this will let's see, 6,000. That is atmosphere. That's space though. You know what? I'm gonna touch a little bit more fuel to this one, and then let's slowly just take a tiny fuel tank on there. So that's all go off at once, and then looks good. I don't have a 2 command post yet, so I'm actually not going to bring this here. I'm just only going to bring these because these experiments here are infinite, so... And I like having SAS because I'm terrible at piloting, so we're keeping that. Now I really hope this... I have a feeling the SRVs are just going to get cracking the second it loads in, so... Huh, they actually didn't. Need to move this. Can I even move that? Okay. Oops, and then let's throttle this thing up, and then... Whoa, those SRVs look so cool. Let's get our gravity turn started. Why do these things have thrust vector? SRVs usually don't. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, I just straight up nearly got us to space. Instant. They also rotate us like crazy. Okay, there we go. Wait, what? Okay. There we go, we're back to normal now. And we're already in space, okay. This thing is ridiculous. Get a orbit going. We can just make this point maneuver. You know, I did overshoot my maneuver a little bit, so I'm really worried. Can we save it at least? Oh no, why am I? Surely we can save it. Oh yeah, since I didn't mention at the start, I will not be allowing any quick saves, any reloads, anything. Like, no matter what's cracking or anything, then the crew dies, gone forever. This had a little bit extra challenge and have some fun. Let's maybe not do an EVA report right now again. Well, that was rather unfortunate, but got a little bit of science out of it at least. And once we land, we should be able to get a... Holy, that looks ugly. So we land, we should be able to get a surface sample. I really hope he stays on. There we go. Yeah, right, we can do surface samples. So. Alright, this little bit of extra science should be enough to help out a lot. Nice. I'm sorry. Yeah, now we have radiality couplers, and I do want the extra crew slot though, honestly we have enough, I think. Although, you know what? A plane would actually be really fun, though I am terrible at planes. Yeah, screw it, let's make a plane. Now, I am worried about this because I do not want to lose Jab in the first episode. Let's see what... Use this cockpit. This is so bad. Why am I doing this? Need a good vacuum. That, then let's go vacuum. Let's see. Now, I'm actually gonna clip this in. I mean, before y'all immediately go say I'm cheating, no. It just looks awful without clipping it. There, at least it actually kind of fits on the rocket. Right, so now the actual plane part. Do we have... Okay, I was really... That looks terrible. Okay. Okay, what I really need is the inline Mark 1 pod. Yeah, let's just stick some wings on this thing. That is a little too big. That is a bit too big. Now I was gonna say right now I don't know a thing about plane design, so this is probably gonna be the worst thing I've ever designed. But hey, where's the fun in knowing what you're doing? I actually learned a trick very recently to place elevons. You kind of have to look slightly up on the wing in order to place them. It's really weird, but it is so much easier than just struggling to rotate them. That ever so slightly down fixes the clipping issue. And now I just have to somehow... I just gotta put the jet engines on this. What if they go there, actually? This is gonna look so ugly. But I mean, jet engines are like practically infinite delta V after all, so... yeah, it might just be worth it. Let's see, what do we have in terms of wheels? Do we have like... surely the mods give us something good. Fixed landing gear. Fantastic. Let's rotate that down. Okay, you know, these look like they'd be way better for a car than a plane. Stick a wheel on there. And then, 2 wheels. Okay. Now this is an untitled spacecraft I've ever seen one. Science going on it. Now I need some vertical stabilizers. I'm once again gonna clip it so it looks cooler. I do not care what y'all say. Well, I mean, of course I care, but like... come on, it just looks so much better when it's clipped in. There we go, we now have whatever this abomination is. Let's, I set that to be the main engine for when those two burn out, and then... I wonder how far we can get this. Surely it says 2 seats. No, it only 1. Fantastic. So it just straight up looks worse than the normal command pod, so... we get RCS already? Oh, but it's like... tinfoil, okay. You know, let's see what last minute things can I do for this beauty. I have a feeling we're gonna need a parachute, so... wait, we got crew cabins? Alright. Oh no, but that just... of course it doesn't line up properly. I'm just not going to use it now because it annoys me. You know, I think that's a good enough TWO, though, like, I don't know if planes... you know, let's get a light on there in case you have to land at nighttime, and then... just get 2 lights on these. And this year will be called the Coffin as well. This may be the end of Jab. But let's just see how it goes. Oh, I don't think we're gonna need time warp at all for this beautiful, beautiful thing. Well, it's kind of like KSC waypoint, and then why do planes actually just move like that? Okay, now if this been crashed, I lose Jab, so well, I should have put Valentina in it, but too late for that. Can this even take off? I genuinely don't even think this thing can take off. Alright, come on, come on. Oh. Oh, no. So we just lost Jab in the first video, okay. And we are not going to do any more plays. Alright. That was hilarious, okay. Let's try this again. We just permanently lost Jab. You know, that wasn't entirely my fault. I knew that was gonna happen. Yeah, why wasn't even taken off? That's what I never figured out. I'm sure some node flash vexation, like, actually didn't do it properly or something. Like, why do I... Okay, that is terrible. So much Terrier gives us. Never mind, I think I can land this. I will, however, give it an extra fuel tank, because I don't really trust this thing. Alright, so this will be the land. No, wait, we make those gold? You know, I'm just straight up not expecting this to get anywhere. Still an R7 kind of thing. Let's get a good old Q-tip booster going. That was exactly 1.0 fast, okay. Official SRBs and stuff. Aqui ó, tá disso. Sorry about that. Now, do I have fuel lines? Of course I don't. Oh, and we'll just stick a couple fins on it. Got a little bit extra control, and then 7,700 turtles of EL. No, I'm actually gonna put the batteries on there. So science. Fortunately, we do not have a pod that can bring another girl, so that's all we can get besides. See, we got what, like, I think that's like 8,000 meters delta V, yeah. Pretty solid. So runs on my 6 and bus, yes, I think. Actually, probably not going to do that because, like, I don't even. See, a propeller would be so funny on top of a rocket, but let's maybe not. Then I'm gonna stick 2 drogue chutes on this because it could get a little. The entry could get a little spicy. All right. What did I just do? Okay, I cannot type on this stupid new keyboard. I am not used to the size of this thing at all, so it has been very fun trying to type on it. Does this genuinely not even have 1.0 fast? Yeah, these are rotated the wrong way. There we go. It appears it's actually, due to my lack of fuel transfer, it's actually more efficient to completely delay that, I guess. Interesting. Well, yeah, we get what, 8,000 meters a second to be in this. Also, yeah, that's probably enough to go some. I'm hoping to land on something, but I really hope a game gave me a pilot and not want to go for that loading screen again. Okay, it did. Let's get our science up. Boom. And we have liftoff. Okay. What waterfall mod makes this thing look so beautiful? I love you. Holy crap, this thing looks like it's gonna explode. Whoa, these engines are strong, okay. So we'll probably go to just space like this, pretty much for a little bit. Now I'm hoping I can reach orbit on this, hoping I can fully orbit on this stage. But with my piloting, don't expect too much. Let's get that gravity turn going. Stop rotating, please. I'm having to fight my rocket so hard. You know, actually the landing lights are causing like a little drive. Okay, my textures are glitching out there. I'm gonna have to look into that. Holy crap. Wait, how did I not even notice that the first time? I just may be completely blind. Alright. Well, we are about to reach our first staging event. In 3, 2, 1. Did it not? Okay, so my staging was just completely wrong. Awesome. I'll just put it like this. Alright, that's space, and now we can make a maneuver to circularize. Good enough. Now, because it's about minute 26, I tend to start my burn at about when it's about halfway to the maneuver node, so start burning at about yeah, I reckon here is a good spot as I need to burn, so let's get time warp going, because otherwise it's going to take forever. Electricity is looking good. That was the main hurdle I was worried about here, just simply having the electricity for this. Okay, so we're spinning. Now, we have 4,000 meters a second. Okay, let's go to Min. Wait, kinda want to go to that asteroid. Nope, let's go Min Miss. We'll just make that point prograde so we stop spinning. Okay, wait, just what even is Min Miss now? Okay, so that is why you're not getting an encounter. Let's do this, and then let's all correct my burn about halfway. And you know, we have enough in the core stage to do the entire burn. That is actually ridiculous. Now, the reason why I'm going to min this instead of like the mod is, well, firstly, it has a lot lower mass, so it's easier to lit. So it is technically easier to get to, and that requires significantly less total delta V than the mod. So, however, its orbit is really inclined, so it's a bit more challenging to get there. Boy, I love these engine plumes, they look so cool. And now that we're nearly done with the lab, I'm just gonna manually eyeball that. Let's see how close I can get. Okay. Now let's just straight up yeet this stage into deep space. Quick EVA report. Buckle in, and then off we go. We do get a nice little assist from the mod, which saves us a tad bit of delta V. And now we just gotta fully fine-tune this maneuver. Easy. So now what I do is, if you go focus view, you can scroll to the planet and you can see exactly where your periapsis is quite easily. It's a really big help for plotting super precise maneuvers. Holy, that sun is blinding me. Okay. I kind of want to land on the pole, but I don't think I will. Actually, where am I gonna go? Where am I gonna? Okay, this will work. So now what we need to do is just go to our maneuver and just do that. You know what? We don't even need to wait. For maneuvers like this, we can kind of just... Well, activating your engine is generally going to help. Alright, there we go, that's very comfortable. Perhaps it's 12,000. Let's get our science in that. Now we'll just warp here and then burn retrograde. Let SAS off to save us electricity while we go there. Though I think the Terry engine does have an alternator, if I remember right. Okay, I don't think we can see that in this menu, but I believe that has one. Alright, now in the game, all celestial bodies, they have two different science areas, space high above and space near, so if you get them both, it's a whole lot of science you can grab. I'm still in time warp. Oh yeah, and when you're in time warp, you're unable to exit your vehicle. That was a misclick. That's an extra 20 science you don't really want to pass up there. And we're going to want to point retrograde in orbit mode. However, this side here, this will get us to space. This should get us to space near this though. And this has a very... Oh my, this surface is glitchy too. Yeah, perfect. And this is usually really annoying to get like the space near science because it doesn't like to give it to you. Now we gotta hope we can slow down on them. May as well grab that. Oh crap, that was an X. I did not mean to stage. Okay, so yeah. Don't do that, guys. Do not accidentally press the space bar. Though we are now circularized and we're landing. Well, because I lost that engine, I might as well use it to the last one. Let's try to get off. Okay. Now we're gonna have to try to land on and return on this stage, so I actually don't believe I got a crew report in here. I did not. See, that's an easy 30 science that I nearly just passed up. So yeah, this is extreme. Okay, this is really bad actually, because I do not know if I have enough Delta V now. And of course we're landing on a not flat here. You know what, let's try it. This is what you never want to do when landing. Do not treat this video as a tutorial, guys. It is not going to end well for you. Yeah, please do not copy anything I do, or else it's probably going to be better if you just do it yourself. Now, I cannot afford to lose both of my pilots in the first episode, especially. So I'm just going to have to hope I can land this. Train course against me in this, but like, I cannot remember how much Delta V takes to return. Are we... What? We landed? Okay, now normally what you want to do when you go to Minmus for the first time is go across all the different biomes. Let's really try to not tip over. I feel like this is a bit lamp from the Pixar intro right now. Okay. Let's get off it quick. Off it. Oh no. No, the land is tipping. Oh, that is not good. Well, might as well get a surface sample. Surface sample, let's get some... Well, yeah, we don't have EV science. Might as well plant a flag. That is really not good. Although, I think we might be able to flip it. Okay, let's get an EV report. Now when you jump, it actually counts as a different biome for EV report though. To go back to your command pod to... Can I please go get my OCS going? Thank you. And then one more thing, once you're on a planetary body, you can... There's various rocks you can collect on the surface. And they give you a crap ton of science. So this requires a Breaking Ground DLC, and if you have Parallax Scatter, it's a nightmare to find them. So yeah, be careful about that. Yeah, it should just look like this, called Green Sandstone from Minmus. Also, if you're in career mode, the contract for this stuff pays extremely well. Yeah. You'll see pick up right there. Yeah, you can pulls out a little pickaxe and mine some. 150 science for free. Now we got to... Wait, where'd the lander go? Oh, okay, it's there. Now we have to return. Okay, now when it says that, just means you already collected some. So... I'm just going to escape. And this, I'm just not going to bother orbiting this planet. I'll just burn straight out. Now let's time warp to our apoapsis on the orbit, and then we can just burn retrograded apoapsis, lower our periapsis down to about I'm gonna go 45k to be safe, and then actually, and I'm probably gonna go 40k. 40k sounds good. Why is my game running in slow motion? Okay, can I... Is that actually going to hit Kerbin? I actually never see asteroids so early in the game. It's cool. Okay, that is ridiculous. Well, I see your asteroid that close already. I want to go to it now, but like... Wait a second. We can actually go get month science too now. Boom. Okay. Let's go to our money counter then. Free science. This is quite a terrible encounter, but an encounter is an encounter, so we can't afford to land on it, so is my game frozen again? You guys, don't run crazy amount of graphics mods in when you're playing on a laptop. That should be common sense. Now, honestly, I'm going to save the rest of the mod signs just for when I actually do a dedicated mission, which will probably be in the next episode. Okay, so that's gonna fling us out of Kerbin on the next one encounter. So we have to get out. We have to get back now, or else we're gone forever, and then no more pilots left. So we'll do is burn retrograde and then lower our periapsis down into Kerbin's atmosphere. It's going to be a very steep re-entry, so... Okay. That was... I did not mean to do it that low, but, screw it. We're going for it, why not? This is stupid. Don't do this. There's the nun over there, and... It looks so, oh, looks like we're going to say hi again to it. Let's go to Kerbin now. Why is it always nighttime? We can never have an encounter during the day, I swear. It's always nighttime, come on. Although at least we get to see some really cool atmospheric re-entry visuals though, so hey, at least there's that. Alright guys, do not re-enter as steep as I did, okay? That was generally not a smart idea, especially if you're playing with like realism mods or if you've lowered your blades, but you're probably gonna burn. I think the drogue shoots were kinda unnecessary, but oh well. I'll jettison that just so we slow down just that tiny little bit more. And there we go. Now that mod I have that adds the Soyuz parts this early, that might be a little bit overpowered. So if I figure out which one that is, maybe don't add that to your playthrough. Okay, I kind of wanted to get a surface sample. Okay. Why is there grass up? Does this really model seaweed? That is awesome. Alright, let's see how much science we got. Holy crap, 800, okay. Well, I kind of want to do more plane stuff, I consider that one last time. I mean, let me get electronics though. We don't really need heat management on. Is there any particularly cool stuff we can get right now? What? Isn't this somewhere as... Okay, that's space station parts. I mean, that's cool. Yes, more command pods. Okay, that could have been nice to have a little bit early. Oh, and that stuff does look pretty cool. Okay, mobile processing lab. I do not want to get that yet because how ridiculously OP it is. Let's go fuel systems. Probably gonna need some heavy lifters. Let's get that so we can have slightly better planes and then on construction. And we're going to run advanced construction. Alright guys, and that wraps it up for today. Next one, we're going to try landing on the moon, I reckon. Alright, hope you all enjoyed and y'all have a great day.